Hi, everybody. This week, the theme is going to be garbage, marine and coastal garbage. Big problem, something we're all taking a great interest in these days. We're going to start off by looking at this report put out by the Pew Ocean Commission, looking at the urban sprawl along the coastal areas and the impact it's having on those areas and the ecosystems of the United States. So we're looking at the population density of the major areas. You can see here, this is on the page. You'll be looking at the concentrations of people looking along the East Coast, Florida, Gulf Coast, obviously California, and then down here, places such as Puerto Rico and Hawaii. Good information, eye-opening statistics, great source for information for any of your papers if you're talking about this. And then we're going to look at 2010 census. They're compiling that information. This particular service, ESRI, is a leader in what's known as geographic information systems. This particular link will take you actually to their site with a very nice tool to give you some ideas of things such as median household income, population per square mile, among other things. So if you go to this site, just take a minute, zoom in, and take a look at whatever particular geographic area along the coastal areas might interest you. Here we have Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, Rochester. Continuing over, we've got the east coast of Boston, down New York, Philly, etc., etc. So take a second, go to this site, look around. It's very nicely done. Detailed graphics again, a CSRI, which probably many of you are already familiar with because you work with GIS. Puts out probably the best known product. ArcGIS I've worked with personally, very, very useful. Next, we will be looking at a few more of the episodes from this particular series, The Poison Waters, that you started out looking at, focusing specifically on Puget Sound. PCBs are an incredible problem up there from the historic industries located right along Puget Sound. It's a big mess. This program does a really good job of showing you, giving you an idea of the grassroots efforts that brought it to light for the general public, what they're trying to do and what they have done. Also looking at an example of good growth in Arlington, Virginia. So again, you've seen that part of that series before. You know it's very nicely done. Looking at a little bit of information concerned with the concept of Superfund sites, the coastal cleanup, just a quick summary on what it stands for. Hopefully many of you have participated in that. A valiant effort, and it's a great way of bringing awareness. Also the inventory system that they have of actually categorizing what they clean up where has brought to light this particular problem in the coastal areas that all of us are more and more concerned with. This SaveOurBeach.org is a grassroots effort. A couple, just through their own altruistic intentions of trying to clean up this area known as Seal Beach in California, brought awareness to everyone and have started up this enormous effort which has really helped out in that particular area. So you'll read a bit about them. There's also a little podcast of them with a local radio station, which is interesting. You'll get an idea of the personalities of both of them, very down-to-earth individuals that have made a tremendous difference down there. This will be a short clip from Cousteau, his son, Jean-Michel, who in many ways has taken up his father's effort in using media to try and bring awareness. And here he's in the Pacific on one of the islands and demonstrating just how much trash washes up on those beaches. Most of us will never make it to those beaches, those areas. Um, but it's really incredible. Most likely some of you have already seen this, but again, this is a short video, and here he's pouring out a bucket of some of the stuff that they've collected over just the course of a couple of days. All those lighters, many of them still containing the fluid. It's well worth watching. Then there's a short video here with another individual who's brought awareness, more awareness to those seas of plastic, or the Great Pacific Garbage Patch.
You know, we had to be taught to renounce the powerful conservation ethic we had developed during the Great Depression and World War II. After the war, we needed to direct our enormous production capacity toward creation of products for peacetime. Life magazine helped in this effort by announcing the introduction of throwaways that would liberate the housewife from the drudgery of doing dishes. Mental note to the liberators: throwaway plastics take a lot of space and don't biodegrade. Only we humans make waste that nature can't digest. Plastics are also hard to recycle. A teacher told me how to express the under 5% of total plastics recovered in our waste stream. It's diddly point squat. That's the percentage we recycle.
So this individual also has taken it upon himself to bring more and more attention to this increasing problem of plastic collecting along our coastal areas and in our oceans. It really is staggering. We all know it's got to be taken care of. And as future policymakers, contributors to policy creation, we need to be aware of all of this. And perhaps those individuals in the positions of power haven't seen these videos, don't understand just how bad of a problem it is. Well, we can use these tools to bring it right into their offices with something as simple as a laptop, or now even our smartphones. We could bring in these videos and actually show them what's going on, or at least try and divert their attention from other pressing problems or issues that they're trying to deal with. Just get a few minutes to actually share with them something like this, and that may make a difference. This is another just an executive summary of tackling problems. And then a couple of articles would shed light on why exactly we do have these problems. In Massachusetts, we still do not have a tax on plastic water bottles or other fruit drinks, etc. Whereas in New York State, they did get it passed last year, and this sheds a little bit of light on how it was received, not so well by the industry, the soft drink or the beverage industries, but how it in fact went through. So that's the theme for this week. Remember, please get your ideas in for your papers, and I hope everyone has a good week.